In this short video, you will learn how to use the Lokalise API endpoint. Translation keys act as placeholders inside the application source code. It can be any application: website, mobile app, game, desktop app, and so on. When the application is served to the user, translation keys are replaced with the corresponding translation values based on the user's preferred locale. The list keys endpoint enables you to request translation keys from the chosen Lokalise project along with their IDs, translation values, file names, and other attributes. Please note that we don't provide a content delivery network for your language files. Therefore, this endpoint is not meant to be called for every visitor of your app. Instead, store translations locally, use our integrations with cloud storage services, or use the OTA service when working with mobile apps. So, to get you started, let's proceed to the Lokalise Developer Hub. Navigate to Lokalise API Playground and open Keys. List all keys. Start by pasting your API token into the corresponding field. Next, provide your Lokalise project ID to fetch keys from. Tick the Disable References if you would like to display all key references as a plain text. Learn more about referencing in our documentation. Next, choose the data to include into the request: comments, screenshots, translations. For example, let's include translations. Adjust the Filter Translation Lang IDs option to fetch keys for the specific languages only. By default, all languages will be fetched. If you're not sure what language IDs your project contains, proceed to the Languages, List Project Languages endpoint, enter the project ID, and click Try It. You will get all languages names along with their IDs. Next, you can adjust the filtering criteria and filter by the tags, file names, key IDs, platforms, and translation status. On top of that, you can fetch only the keys that have certain quality assurance issues. Quality assurance is set on a per-project basis. There are various checks available, for example, spelling and grammar, missing placeholders, inconsistent HTML markup, and so on. Learn more about QA checks in our documentation. You can also choose what to do with the archived keys: include, exclude, or fetch only the archived entries. Finally, adjust the pagination parameters by providing the limit and page values. Please note that you can request up to 500 keys per page. Once you are ready, click the Try It button. Here's our response. Here we can see the key ID, its creation date, file names, platforms, tags, translations, and other attributes. You can also view the response headers by clicking on the corresponding button, or you can replay the same request. That's it! Great job!